What's up everyone, Sean here and welcome to another detailing video. Today we're going to be doing once again a hybrid wash, though we are going to make a little bit of a change to show you guys what you can do to substitute a certain type of sprayer with something that's cheaper and can get the job done like 95% pretty much. So the video will essentially be while Will is just watching my car really. But I wanted to, answer a possible question out there for those who are wondering, like because a detail keg tend to be a little more on the bougie side, so it's a little more expensive to invest into. Yes, once you get it, it's pretty cool to have, especially once you integrate a sort of like an electric spraying system. So the airless keg system has been working wonders for me, especially as someone who built one myself, so I know like the battery, the motor that I'm picking out, like all that fun stuff, and it's half the price essentially. But if you don't want to invest into that much money at the start anyway, there is one alternative device that you could use to get that product onto your car. But first things first, let's do a pre-wash. So we're going to actually use Detail Co's BDE, which essentially is a bug remover and a degreaser with those citrus ingredients. So you could think of it like the Detail Co's citrus wash in a way. But yeah, we definitely got a lot of bird poo on here today. The old favorite for car washing. And we're gonna carry on from there. So we're gonna do a hybrid wash with the pre-wash first. And then we're going to go ahead and use this to foam immediately after, pretty much. This is already filled with a cherry foam from Superior Products, since I still have a lot of it lying around. Plus, we are using the Rain Kovo auto mixing foam cannon, which you may notice, why am I holding upside down? Well, I actually made a modification and added myself a straw here that I had from a previous sprayer that's essentially useless. So I just took that tube, shoved it into here. It actually fits pretty well. And essentially now I have a regular looking foam cannon with a smaller tank, but because it auto mixes, that's all you need, right? So we're gonna see how that works, and we'll go from there with the rinseless wash. But first things first, let's get the BDE onto the exterior of the car, especially where the bird poo is. It's a brand new sprayer, so and we're gonna only attack the paint, of course. We don't need to degrease the trim for today. In case you want to know, BDE is diluted 5:1, just to throw that out there. And then you can kind of get the action of it right there. Look at that, attacking the bird poo real nicely. I like having the sprayer because I can aim where I really need to. So if I were to just directly spray on the bird poo, look at that, it's already like dissolving the bird poo right there. Pretty cool stuff. All right, let's start foaming immediately. So let's go. Let me adjust the nozzle a little bit. Too wide. Yep, just about 2 ounces right there. So this configuration actually worked out pretty well. All right, I think it's held on long enough, so let's go ahead and rinse it off. Now that we got the BDE citrus pre-wash off, along with the foam, of course, we're going to bring in the rinseless wash portion of the hybrid wash. A lot of washes, right? Anyway, so instead of using the airless keg system or just a keg in general, what could you use for an alternative that could get the job with 95% of the performance? Is a backpack sprayer. So backpack sprayers definitely come with a tank of sorts. This in case here is a 2-gallon tank, and it comes with the motor on the bottom. It also comes with the sprayer and everything. So everything's all set when you buy a backpack sprayer, especially when it's an electric backpack sprayer. So I actually have Hero rinseless in here. So let's go ahead and get it on real quick. The device is on, so let's go. Looks like it's not on tight enough. Okay. I actually didn't think the nozzle was a really wide spray, but it'll work. It'll work. All right, and now we're gonna do the bucket right here. This is actually the newest revision of Hero Rinseless Wash. So let me actually go in and smell it. Oh yeah, this thing smells like strawberry lemonade. 2, 3, and a nice 4. This is definitely some sort of strawberry lemonade right there. Pretty nice. And I almost forgot to glove up, but I guess better late than never. So yeah, basically this backpack sprayer does have its rough edges, but once you get it going, it definitely gets the job done. I mean, any sprayer can actually do the job. It's just a matter of how fancy you want it to be, or how fine of a mist you want it to be, how well you want it to distribute the product. That's really all up to you. And of course, the more fancy you get, the more you have to pay for it. I mean, that's just kind of how it goes. And we're gonna throw that into here, just in case. Oh yeah. Hero Rinseless is a really good one too. Nice and slick. And let's go over it one more time just in case. Over the other side. Yeah, BDE definitely did a great job on the bird poo, for sure. And you might be thinking, why did I turn the car this way today? I was trying something a little different because what tends to happen is the wind tends to like carry the spray away from the car. So that's why I tried to turn the car with the wind direction. That way when I like spray, the mist will at least get on more to the car, in theory anyway, rather than, you know, just park this way as usual. Since the wind tends to kind of like shift this way for some odd reason, or at least that direction towards east. So I thought, try to compensate it somehow, but it doesn't really do a whole lot different, I don't think anyway. Maybe it does, but it's not obviously noticeable. So there you go. You can actually use something like an electric backpack sprayer to get the product just as well as a detail keg. So you definitely use this for like apartments, condos, whatever places that don't offer running water. So you just keep spraying like this, your rinseless wash, and you'll have a much safer wash than your average method. Well, there you have it. Another clean car, another clean sesh. And another happy detailer, and that's me. Well, it really goes to show that you can do a number of things in a number of ways to get your car clean. As long as it's, you know, you use your common sense, you know, obviously you should know what's safe, what's not. And of course, if there are any gaps in your knowledge, there is YouTube for that. If you don't know, you know, this precise little part of the process, the internet is there for you. That's the beauty of how information is today. So, do you need a keg to get the rinseless wash nicely onto your car? Not necessarily. You can use something like a backpack sprayer. You can use another type of electric sprayer that's like even cheaper, which is around 30 or 40 bucks-ish, half the price of this guy right here, which is about 80 bucks. I'll leave a link in the description. And but you know, it's pretty nice because, you know, it gets a lot of pressure out. It kind of acts like a rinse off as well, a rinser, if you know, really in a tight spot for car washing. So it's very versatile in many ways, and it's comes out ready, relatively ready out of the box in comparison to something like a detail keg where you have to like get a bunch of parts and then put it together and then it gets going. But this guy, not so much. That's why it makes things a lot easier at a lower price. So that's the beauty of it, of backpack sprayers, and just being a little more creative when it comes to these things. So anyways, another clean car. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you have any questions or any comments relating to how you apply your rinseless wash onto your car, leave them down below. Love to read them because I would always love to, have creative ways to get rinseless wash or any wash product onto the car. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Sean out.